Thank you.
We're very proud of this particular retrospective. It's one of the first times we've done a massive retrospective of this scale, and we were only able to do it because of these past supports. We're showing every film John Cassavetes has ever directed. We had tributes to Ben Gazzara where we showed other films he starred in. We have films he acted in, the TVs, trailers, rarities. It's been a really great festival. But I don't think there's a highlight more special than tonight. We have an amazing actress here tonight, someone who performs with all kinds of subtlety, with grace, able to show vulnerability and toughness. One of the great actors of all time, and these are some of the best performances of all time as far as I'm concerned. Please give a really warm, enthusiastic Cinefamily round of applause to Ms. Gena Rowlands. So thank you for coming. Could you say something about the influence that the woman was under in Woman Under the Influence?
Well, it would take me about an hour. And it lends to such a difference in interpretations. Like some people thought I was a secret drinker. I did drink, but it wasn't a secret. My character knew that everything that went wrong, she did. And that her husband was always right, and that a lot of people had that reaction to her, but she trusted him so much she would do anything that he said. So that certainly influenced her. But it wasn't the drinking, which everybody thought it was at the time that we first came out with it.
To the Woman Under the Influence character being as extroverted as she is, to that, where do you find those different parts? Is it from observing other people, or do you kind of go within?
I think all of everything, it is in everybody. It's just allowing yourself to feel that, or to go in that direction and think about it. A lot of acting is just thinking about it. And you can find, if you come to a place where you think, oh, she just wouldn't do that. And you think, well, have there been any times in my life when I've done something that you just could not expect? And so then you begin to explore that part. So you are exploring your own life in a way. But the script is just leading you on and on, into folly. Well, all of the pictures that we did after Shadows, and I wasn't in Shadows, were scripted. But there was always room for a little improvisation. If something happened, and something always happens, in the middle of the scene and stuff, and we just pick it up and go with it. We wouldn't stop and say, no, let's go back to the script. We would just keep going until we worked our way back to where we should have been in the first place. But it always felt like improvisation. And I think it's because John has such a great talent for writing language that people actually spoke, And it just gave you a relaxation and an ease. And you certainly weren't afraid of making a mistake. To John, actors couldn't make mistakes. He loved acting. He was such a good actor. I always was sorry that he didn't. He really lost interest in acting after he fell in love with making movies. He and Val Avery, who played in Minnie and Mouse Goods, he played the
Velma,
Velma. And if he started going, let's say, and if John said anything to him, which he always did, he'd say, "Don't you tell me what you're doing." Then he'd be on his feet and John say, "Yeah, you want to talk? Well, let's go outside." He said, "You bet, you bet." So they'd go out the door and slam the other actors and say, I'd come back in about 15 minutes. Went out, had a drink, I guess.
What was the process of making faces like? I understand it was very convivial, and you guys were shooting at night. With some of like the spaghetti scene from Woman in some ways was inspired by feeding the crew.
Yes. Well, all of our pictures were like that. There was always someone in the kitchen and making food for all of us. I was usually the one. So we made the pictures strictly for ourselves, really. Never thinking about him as being important or not important. So I just got so happy that young people can see it, and see what we thought and see if it holds up. I'm delighted to be here, and I just loved the whole concept. I really do. It's so horrible thinking of just one or two people in a screening room watching something, because it certainly were made to be with a packed house.
The movie starts in 12 minutes. Double feature. 5 hours just slide away so sweet. The lights go up, you second it, now you're sleepy.
What